Hi, I'm Aneri Pradhan with Climatic Group, and
I'm Alfonesi, and I'm in the sales at Metro Control for embedded solutions.
awesome. Well, thanks for joining.
Thank you for having me.
What does it mean for storage solutions to be grid ready?
So basically, what a lot of BESS manufacturers and providers have, that the product is ready. So the inverters, the PCS, everything is fixed. But for each country, there are different requirements to set it up and to generate money at the end. And to have grid ready, you have to fulfill those requirements. And there are different stakeholders, just like grid operators. I mean, there's 900 in Germany, so that's a special case by itself. And then for every country, it's different. Some of them are way stricter, some are relaxed and have like really standard protocols. And what we learned is that we are the experts in that market.
And it's interesting because a lot of the other speakers were talking a lot about grid permissions as being like the biggest blocker for BESS. So that I assume that part of the grid readiness that a lot of BESS companies have to understand is how to work better with the grid.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, which leads to my next question. Where are project delays most common between product readiness and deployment readiness?
So it's our day-to-day work for having these batteries on a grid readiness level. It's not about like having them into the grid finished, more like it's like the grid readiness is pretty easy on our end. What we do in beforehand is obviously checking if the BESS solution is compatible with our products. That's something where we have a bottleneck right now, because we have tens and tens of companies applying for compatibility with our products. And what we do is checking them in beforehand. And after that, it's pretty easy for us. I mean, a project would take like 10 to 14 weeks, and then it's ready to go. What on the other end, having them finished from the grid operator part is quite a different thing, because you can have like the permission, but the regulations can come pretty unexpected sometimes.
And what changes can Europe, or just the European market, make to accelerate BESS deployment at the scale that's required?
I mean, that's a good question. We're also interested in having the solutions in the grid as soon as possible, but at the same time, there are like so many points to consider, just like cybersecurity, but also like, do we have all requirements ready? Is it future-proof, and is the use case even something that can operate well for 10, 20 years? I mean, we're speaking about long periods here, and that has to be calculated very well. About having them faster, I do not really have an opinion on that. I mean, we can be more relaxed on the regulations and requirements, but this will ensure that we would go on a broader side and not on a depth side, and that would cause quality issues at the end, or like problems that will occur sooner or later. So I think it's okay right now. I mean, it always can be faster, but we're pretty early in the market, and I think this will go rapidly up.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your answers, and I hope you have a great time at Solar.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.